causing you and me, Pastor Caldwell, to direct action to fulfill the dream in our time. So again, what is the dream? 5 things that I'm done. First of all, practice what you preach, America. That's the first lesson that I get. Lady Wright, from this dream, practice what you preach, America. That's what Dr. King was saying, calling America to do in his historic message on August 28, 1963. Listen to his words. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths self-evident that all men and women are created equal. Self-evident? That means show some signs. Self-evident? That means put up or shut up. Self-evident? That means America stop saying one thing and doing another. America, the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, promises that this republic is one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for ALL, for all, regardless of race, creed, color, or ethnicity. So America, practice what you preach by practicing justice for everybody. Internally, externally, domestically, internationally, politically, and economically. So, first principle, practice what you preach. Second principle I see in that dream message, make new friends. Make new friends. Latasha and I, we made new friends today. She works for Phoenix Raceway. My wife gave me as a birthday gift a few years ago to drive one of those race cars. It's not what it looks like. I never want to drive one of those again. I like driving my Camaro. I don't want to drive one of those. But anyway, the second principle is make new friends. Yes, Dr. King's dream included making new friends, Pastor. You don't believe me? Listen, lend an ear to this. I have a dream that one day down in the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood, y'all. Yes, that dream means that you and I must be about the business of building relationships with persons and people unlike ourselves. We must build relationships with persons and people unlike ourselves. Making new friends does not necessitate, hear me now, making new friends does not necessitate attempting to create what some call a color-blind society. Hear me now. Dr. King never called for a color-blind society. Color comes from God. Color is not bad. Color is not ugly. Color is not inferior. What Dr. King's dream foresaw, hear me now, was a color inclusive. Hear me now. A color inclusive America, absent of racism, bigotry, and prejudice based on the color of one's skin, one's country of origin, or the language one speaks. Don't ever allow anybody to tell you Dr. King lived, preached, fought, and died for a colorblind society. He died for a color-inclusive society. It's a dream of former adversaries not only shaking hands, but embracing and engaging in new and lasting friendships as brothers and sisters, all made in the image and likeness of God. Can we give God some praise for being made? Every one of us in here, regardless of political party, regardless of age, gender, whatever, every one of us in here is made in the image, and not only us, but every human being. Yes. And I contend, Mayor and others, if we would see every human being as a brother or sister made in the image of God like us, we would change this world forever. Going back to what you preach, number 2, make new friends. Number 3, And I love this one, and this is what you're doing, Citadel phrase, save the children. Yes. Save the children. That's save the children. In that I Have a Dream message, several references are made by Dr. King to children. It is obvious that his 4 children meant much to him, as well as the children of America occupied a prominent place in his vision for a better America. Listen to his dream about racist-free possibilities for future generations. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, way down in Alabama with his vicious racists, that one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands together with little white boys and white girls as brothers and sisters. And aren't you glad that we live to see that dream, what a dream come about? Aren't you glad that we see it now? And we don't want to go in reverse. We don't want to go backwards.
Not at all.
How I pray to God that as our new generations of children grow older, that they will not allow racism and prejudice to drown them in the sea of bigotry and ignorance. Martin Luther King's dream commands us, everybody in here, to save the children. Red, yellow, black, brown, and white. They're all precious in the sight. Jesus and Martin loves all the little children of the world. 4, lift, lower, smooth, and straight. Lift, lower, smooth, and straight. Isaiah 40, verse 4. Pastor Cornwell and modern day prophet Martin challenges us to do this. Hear Dr. King quoting the prophet Isaiah in that famous message, I Have a Dream. I have a dream that one day every valley will be exalted, every mountain and hill will be brought low, the crooked places will be made straight, and the rough places smooth. Let me tell you something. There are brothers and sisters down in the valley of despair that need a lift from every one of us in here. There are some brothers and sisters in the valley of despair that need a lift from every one of us in here. Life circumstances have not been kind to them, and we owe it to God, ourselves, and them to give them a lift. God knows some of us need to lower our egos from the mountains of pride, arrogance, attitude, and amnesia, even in high places. Help me, somebody. We've got to smooth out the rough places in life for the homeless, the helpless, the forsaken, the forgotten, the abused, the misused, the denied, falsely tried, lonely, left out and left behind. The road is too rough for them to make it without our help. There are also some straightening out for us to do. Our communities and society are cluttered with the crooked. Crooked people, crooked leaders, crooked laws, crooked preachers, crooked politicians, crooked businesses, and crooked government. Let's get busy and straighten out crooked places. Lift, lower, smooth, and straighten. Amen. Fifth and last, I'm done. Make new friends. Practice what you preach. Save the children. Live lower, smooth and straight. But finally, keep the faith and don't give up. Yeah. Keep the faith. I know it's depressing to watch the headlines. I know it's difficult to watch the news these days with all this going on. But I'm here to tell you today, keep the faith and don't give up. Can't you hear Dr. King? Once more, reaching the top of his message with these words, this is our hope. This is the faith with which I go back to the South. With this faith, we'll be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we'll be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we'll be able to work together, to pray together, to stand together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, and to fight for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you, Dr. King, for your dream. Thank you, Dr. King, for your vision. As I close, I must honor Pastor B. Alexander Wright's request. And I end with this. We learned some lessons in our historic and victorious fight for the Martin Luther King Jr. state holiday in Arizona from 1986 to 1992. With people of all races, creeds, colors, and classes, and politics, and ethnicities, and classes, and professions. Here are the lessons we learned, and I'm done. Be leadership under fire. Knowing that if you are a leader put out in front, or you're thrust out in front, or you volunteer to be out front, that you might become a leader on fire, but never become a leader that's not on fire. On fire for what you believe. Be leadership under fire. Keep focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Broaden your base of support. Educate, enlighten, and inspire. When we started the King Holiday fight, 70% of Arizonans did not approve of a King Holiday because they understood the King Holiday as a black holiday. And they told us, with only 3% blacks here, why y'all don't need a holiday? And we had to move them over the next 6.5 years from that 70% opposed. And I'm glad to announce today that after the election on November the 3rd, 1992, we took another poll. 70% of Arizonans then approved the King Holiday. We moved people 100% in our direction by educating, enlightening, and inspiring. By educating, enlightening, and inspiring. Stick with principles. Stand for something. Build a consensus to reach goals. You don't have to have unanimity. Everybody doesn't have to agree on the method, but you have to agree on the message. Don't give up. Persevere. And believe that God is with you. Don't give up, persevere, and believe that God is with you. And I say to you, my brothers and sisters, in this 4th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Breakfast, sponsored by this pastor and people, if we do that, if we do those things I've shared with you today, those 5 principles of Dr. King's famous message, the lessons we learned from fighting for a holiday, if we do that over and over again, the challenges that we are facing that threaten our very existence will be overcome. Yes, we shall overcome. We shall overcome.